Oh, yeah. Let's get it. Welcome to another edition of No Pump Fake Sports. I'm your host, Passport T. Man, let's talk a little Clippers basketball. What I want to talk about today, man, is Paul George. I want to salute Paul George, man, because I didn't realize this until I started doing the numbers. I started digging into what everybody basically got going on this year. And what I come to find out is, man, is Paul George is having an MVP type season. He is the early favorite to win the MVP. Now, of course, we all know we got a long season, but through these first 9 games, 10 games, whatever they played, Paul George is the betting odds favorite to be the MVP. Let me just give you basically who he's going up against, because we all know the usual suspects. We talking about Steph Curry, Kevin Durant, Giannis. Usually Harden is in there, but Harden is basically having he's not the same since the new rules. He's out there pump faking right now. But yeah, man, if you take a look at Paul George's numbers, he's playing better basketball than Steph Curry. Let me give you an example. Do you know Paul George is shooting 38% from the three-point line, but Steph Curry is only shooting 37%. Paul George is shooting better from the field than Steph Curry. He's averaging more points per game than Steph Curry. He's getting more steals than Steph Curry. He's having a better year than Kevin Durant. And they all basically playing about the same amount of minutes, like between 33 and 35 minutes a game. And, man, PG is averaging more steals than Kevin Durant. They both averaging 5, assists, 8 rebounds. But Kevin Durant is only shooting 36% from the three-point line. Paul George is shooting 38%. And they both averaging 28 points a game in the same amount of minutes. So he's having a better statistical year than even Kevin Durant. And the same thing goes for Giannis. Giannis, he's averaging 1 more point than Giannis a game. 2 more steals. Giannis is actually closer. But Giannis, man, can't shoot the 3 ball. He only shooting 31% from the three-point line. Paul George is shooting 38%. So statistically, PG is having a better season than the usual suspects. Man, this is incredible. I did not know that. Don't get me wrong. I know Paul George was having, a pretty good season, to start. Well, a great season to start off the year. It was a couple games to where his numbers went down a little bit. But just think, if he stayed on par in those 2 games that stats went down, he would be blowing these guys out the water. Because remember, PG was dropping 40-point games, like 2 or 3 of them. Man, I did not know this, man. PG is balling. During the pandemic year, that everybody got on him. They start calling him way off P, pandemic P. You even had guys like Devin Booker call him soft or whatever, just because he didn't want to be in jail, which was the bubble. Mentally his head wasn't in the game. But I could imagine that too. I'm laying in the bed with my lovely wife and seeing my kids running around the house to I'm in jail somewhere, can't leave, can't go nowhere. Don't get me wrong, I'm over exaggerating, but you get the point. They in a 5-star hotel, man, but they basically couldn't leave the rooms after a certain time. All the food that, they ate had to come from within the facility. You know what I mean? They couldn't just go out on the town and have a beer and eat a steak, whatever they want to eat because of, the circumstances in the country. But, when he said his head wasn't in the game and he didn't like the bubble, other players in the league started to call him soft and this and that, man. But PG, man, is coming up big time without Kawhi Leonard this year. Kawhi is not there, no problem. PG is stepping up. He's taking on that leadership role, and he's showing everybody that I can get it done. You know what I mean? Only thing the Clippers need to do right now is string together 3 or 4 straight more wins than they already had 3 straight at the time of me recording this video. But let them run off 3 or 4 more wins, and you're going to see the narrative change in the media again. You know what I mean? But yeah, man, I just want to come to you guys with a quick video, man, just to salute Paul George and point out the fact that, because I didn't realize this, to point out the fact that, man, this dude is the odds-on favorite to win the MVP so far. You know, it's early in the season, but he's out balling all of the big dogs that we talk about. But nobody in the media even touching on this topic at all. You don't hear anybody say Stephen A. You don't hear Keyshawn. You don't hear Jay Williams. You don't hear none of these guys, Colin Cowherd, none of the guys in the media even mention Paul George's name right now. And he's out balling all of the big dogs. Man, James Harden done fell off so much, you don't even know who he is right now. But yeah, man, PG is doing his thing, man. I just want to say, give a salute to Paul George, the big dog right now. I want to salute Clipper Nation. And man, let's get it, man, you know. But hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, share the video, man. Hit the bell icon, you know, so you can get all the notifications. This has been another edition of No Pump Fake Sports. I'm your host, Passport T, and I'm going to catch you guys real soon on the next one. Peace.